Hey everybody, my name is Russell Lehmann, and I'm a public speaker, thought leader, poet, advocate with the platform of autism, mental health, and disabilities. As we get started on a new year, it's January, I thought I'd take a few minutes to talk about comfort zones. We all love feeling comfortable, right? Nobody really wants to feel discomfort in life. But it is a fact that discomfort is the impetus behind any type of growth. If you think of a tiny sapling bursting through the rigid earth and ultimately becoming this strong, gigantic, beautiful oak tree, right? They had to break, that tiny sapling had to go through that discomfort of breaking through the rigid earth. You think of the universe and the Big Bang that created everything in our existence. It was literally an explosion. Discomfort, friction. When we experience discomfort in our lives, that is the opportunity to grow, to expand, to gain knowledge, insight, awareness. Awareness doesn't always feel good. Oftentimes it can be overwhelming because the more aware you are, the more stimuli you intake, the more nuances there are. Awareness is painful, but pain too leads to growth. Passion, the Latin word behind passion is pati, which means to suffer. So through pain, through discomfort, through suffering, we come upon our passions, which can lead us to our purpose, and then we can progress throughout life. So I step out of my comfort zone on a daily basis. My comfort zone is literally as big as my pinky nail, right? It's extremely small. Very few things make me comfortable. One of them, ironically, has to be one of them is being on stage with the spotlight on. It's one of the few moments in my life where I'm completely at ease and at peace in my mind. But everything outside of that, I have to step out of my comfort zone. And to be able to do that on a daily basis, because perseverance is the most underrated skill, I hone my perseverance. I hone learning to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And how do I do this? Every day. I do things that make me uncomfortable, but in a controlled environment. So for instance, when I shower, even if I'm really cold, it's January, it's cold out, take a hot shower, the last minute of that shower is going to be cold water, ice cold water. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be comfortable. But if I can sit with myself, or rather stand, because it's a shower, not a tub, right? If I can sit and become more familiar with that feeling of discomfort, then I become more familiar with it when it happens in life, when I really need to count on my perseverance. The human spirit and the body and the mind are very powerful mechanisms, and we give them very little credit. We complain a lot about them, but they are capable of amazing things. But those amazing things only come into our reach when we expand our comfort zone. So I want to urge you all on this new year to think about what little things you could do throughout your day that make you uncomfortable. Again, it could be eating a spicy food, eating a pepper, right? Or something that's really bitter. I take ginger shots, raw turmeric, cayenne pepper. I shoot it back, and it's not fun, but it gets easier with time. And then I can count on this perseverance I am honing, this discomfort I'm becoming more familiar with in real world situations, because my autism, my mental health diagnoses, my disabilities, there's a lot of friction that goes on with society when I need to function. And I, am forced to be uncomfortable a lot, unfortunately. But doing this, those little baby steps throughout the day, each day that gradually expand my comfort zone, hone my perseverance, again, the most underrated human skill, so I can tap into it when I need it in real life situations. So you guys are capable of anything. Things you never thought possible are possible. So always keep an open mind, always keep an open heart, and remember that behind every fear is an opportunity waiting to be discovered. Thank you all for listening to this, and I wish you a wonderful start to the new year.